What happens at 24 weeks pregnant? I'm gaining something like half a pound to a pound a week, so something has to be going on.
The baby has grown about 4 ounces since last week, so he's around 1⅓ pounds, plus a foot long.
This is supposed to be the biggest growth spurt of the kid's life.
Just think, 6 months ago he was just a twinkle in his father's eye, and a week later, a clump of cells in you.
You just took all the romance out of the image.
The lungs are developing the branches and alveoli, plus the surfactant that lets the air interact with the lungs without drying them out.
I read about a doctor who developed a surfactant that they can give to preemies at this point, so that they could breathe without getting full oxygen.
Giving full oxygen was necessary to offset the poor oxygen absorption, allowing babies born this early to often live, though it could destroy their retinas in the process.
So I'll be glad to suffer through a few more weeks of this.
At this point, the kid's skin is still thin and translucent without much fat beneath it. It'll be a few more weeks before he looks like the normally plump newborn.
And that is much harder to push out.
The doctor will probably suggest the glucose screening test around now to make sure you do not have gestational diabetes. And you want to find out and control it if you have it, so you're less likely to get a baby over 10 pounds.
That would win the hardest labor story competition.
No, that's spending 20 hours in labor and having a cesarean anyway. And if you have prenatal diabetes, you're more likely to end up unable to do a vaginal delivery until you try and fail.
What else is going on with the baby?
The lungs are practicing breathing, circulating the amniotic fluid. The baby's inner ear has developed such that he could hear your voice.
As long as no one asks me to put those silly headphones on my belly.
Hard to hear the music over your heartbeat, breathing, digestion and so forth.
I heard that I should go to the dentist about now.
A lot of women start to get sensitive teeth and bleeding gums, because the hormones make their mouths dry and blood flow ample. And you're probably going to see more discharge and looser joints for the same reason.
I should not be as awkward as a toddler before I even have the baby.
Consider it a perfectly good reason to put up your feet, and get pampered,